Hi everyone, back with more Zenless. I was planning on doing Genshin today, but I realized that it's like 3 events ending really soon. So yeah, I've done my dailies. Let's just quickly hop through these. Be able to clear them by tomorrow. So far behind with everything. People has shown up outside the video store. Looks like it got something to say to videos. I should listen on what those two guys are talking about. Two little guys talking about. This is the correct one, right? Yeah, I guess. This steel jungle is full of all kinds of danger. Luckily, I, Bane of Evil, New Eru's sharpest and smartest detective, am still here guarding the city. I just need a little help. So, you need some help? Just say the word. I need an assistant. An assistant. That's right, it's the way of the world. The princess needs a knight by her side, and a top-notch detective should have a solid partner too. Before coming here, I already looked at every bamboo on 6th Street. Everyone said Eos is not only experienced, but incredibly reliable. After careful observation and screening, I've decided to extend an official invitation. Become my assistant, Eos. Eos doesn't work for free. What? What do you mean working for free? That's outrageous. This is justice. The responsibility is huge. I just know that as an upstanding citizen of New Eridu, you wouldn't dream of turning down my invitation. Why are you throwing labels around? Anyway, I've got the first wanted poster ready. Time to get this mission rolling. My assistant and my assistant's master see you at the newsstand. Okay. Rena? Today's wanted. Behold, the most terrifying twin phantoms. Oh, Rena's bangs. I forgot the names. Over at Lumina Square, floating monsters, hovering demons, and even deadly poisons that can steal your senses. They'll poison everyone. My assistant, this challenging mission is your very first trial. Bane of Evil's city patrol journey starts right here. Let's go catch some ghosts. That's the spirit. Blessings upon you, my assistant. Following the clue from Bane of Evil, you arrive at Luna Square. With Eos in tow, you look around and finally spotted some vaguely familiar figures near the cafe. Go talk to them. Oh, hi Blaze.
Our signature spicy pot is brand new on the menu. Come give it a try.
Sailor Boo and Cry and Rena. Alright, that's the deal then. I'll handle the cake, and you two split the bread and drinks. But Bangbu can't eat bread. I can't drink anything either. There's no other choice. Lady Rena says you have to finish eating what she made to complete maid training course lesson 3 before moving on to the maid's class. But if I ate all 3 of those dishes by myself, I'd probably pass out and end up bedridden. Alright, I'll give it a shot. If I crash or disconnect, you're paying for my repairs. No problem. Well, dear old did. Ah, dear manager. Perfect timing. Would you like to join me for Rena's specialty afternoon tea? Rena's specialty afternoon tea? It certainly sounds full of creativity. Of course, I made this with love for the students in my recent maid training course, and everyone loved it. The first time they tried it, a few students clutched their chests and passed out from the amazing flavor. When they woke up, they even told me they loved the unprecedented culinary experience. That sounds quite intense. So what's in the afternoon tea menu? This time the team was to craft a rich, savory base by mixing complex flavors. That's why the menu features bread paired with salted fish, purple cabbage cough syrup flavored cake, served alongside a freshly squeezed bitter melon meat patty smoothie. Twin goals lived up to their name, so that's why they're wanted. Twin goals? Ooh, that sounds intriguing. You gotta tell me more, or I'm not letting you leave. Tell Rena about the district's wanted story of the Bane of Evil. So that's how it is. What a tragic misunderstanding. Please take me back so I can find the bamboo and clear things up. Bring Rena over to the newsstand. Dear assistant and assistant's master, you... wait. Who is this? Lie on your feet, moving quiet, and the ghost trailing behind you. You. Could you be? It's the twin ghost. She's got something to tell you. What does she want? Just so you know, Bane of Evil is the bravest, toughest bamboo on all of 6th Street, and will never bow to evil. Even if you tear my shell off, yank my screws out, and strip down my core module, I won't back down. Uh, uh. So whoever drew the wanted poster, the same person who drew the Battle Ball posters in HSR. The Bane of Evil lets out an indignant growl, but once Rena picks it up, he couldn't break free at all, and had no choice but to quietly listen to the whole story from start to finish, buzzing and vibrating the entire time. That's the whole story. With that, our little misunderstanding should be all cleared up now, yes? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll take down your wanted poster right away. Case info. The twin ghosts have appeared at Lumia Square. She's a floating monster, a hovering devil who brews mind-bending poisons out knock everyone out cold. Head to Lumia Square and see what's really going on. Truth uncovered. Rena set up a maid training course at Lumia Square and handed out her homemade Rena specialty afternoon tea to the participants. Looks like it was a bit too avant-garde for most of them. You're finally here, my assistant and my assistant's master. Oh, God's grace. Today's opponent, dismantling maniac, is especially terrifying and particularly vicious. Just watching her evil deeds is enough to make a bamboo's logic core run cold and their charging port short circuit. What happened? My assistant's master, take a look at that hellish scene on the wanted poster. Not just cruel abuse or ruthless dismantling too. Under her screwdriver, even the bravest machine ends up shattered into pieces scattered all over the floor. Brave friends, now I entrust you to you the duty of defeating the demon. Alright, Bane of Evil, what about you? I'm standing here warning every passerby, telling them not to go near Brunt Street construction site. Don't underestimate this task. Preventing trouble before it starts is important work too. Off you go, my assistant, and my assistant's master. I bless you both. Following the clue from Bane of Evil, you arrive at the old Brunt Street construction site. With ears in tow, you look around and finally spotted some vaguely familiar figures nearby. Go talk to them. Wait, I'm a little curious. How many? 5. Okay, so I should finish this in a few minutes. Then I can try and stream another event. The scary ghost resurrection incident once happened at the abandoned construction site next door. What? That sounds pretty scary. Construction site ghost? Let's hear it. How'd you know? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened. On a dark, windless night when the streets were dead silent, a little girl got lost wandering through a construction site. She felt her way through the darkness, trying to find a way out. Finally, she saw a light and made her way towards it. And then what happened? She walks up to the light, reaches out her hand, trying to touch it. Ah! That's terrifying. Let me catch my breath. The young girl touched something wet and sticky. Ah! I can't go on. Have you heard something serious happened at a neighboring construction site recently? Something serious? But like what? According to my intel, there's a long neglected warehouse over there, and it's full of old items that have been sitting around for years. Inside are a bunch of long sealed demons that are old, dusty, and completely wrecked. Since it was dug up, it's been making terrifying laughter every night in the middle of the night. Better believe it, I was pulling a late shift once and clearly heard endless crazy laughter. I freaked out and bolted. Roxy and Eos. It's been a while. What brings you guys to the construction site today? Oh, did you finally come around and agree to let me run some tests on Eos? That's wonderful. Hold on a sec. I'll go get the bamboo lubrication and polishing kit along with the rest of the stuff I have prepared. That's not it. Help! Wait, Grace, that's not why we're here. I'm not mentally ready for this. Okay, guess I'll wait a bit longer then. Still, you should take this bamboo daily maintenance kit back with you, Roxy. I got it especially for Eos. I was going to bring it in the videos to myself if work at the construction site hadn't been so busy lately. What happened? It's probably nothing. During the last site inspection, we found a bunch of sealed equipment that needs maintenance and repairs. Later, while inspecting them, I found a machine inside that hadn't been powered on in ages. It was really... Why are you suddenly so excited, Grace? Talking twice as fast as usual. It was one very, very captivating power driver. The surface might be a bit weathered from oxidation, but its core components are still going strong. It's a tough little fella. While performing regular maintenance, I unscrewed each of its screws and got a look at its internals. Those sleek, refined lines, that smooth and efficient assembly. It's honestly an astonishing feat of industrial craftsmanship. By the time I realized what happened, there was already a scattered pile of parts, so I had no choice but to give it a full overhaul and rebuild from top to bottom. Now this little one is quiet and powerful, flawless performance, and has already been put into service. Everyone loves it. There she is, the dismantling maniac. Dismantling maniac? That's the one. Are you referring to me? Tell Bane about the district's wanted story of the Bane of Evil. So that's how it is. No wonder I thought I heard faint scraping noises while doing maintenance on the machines. Thinking about it now, it must have been that little one calling himself the Bane of Evil. Sounds like a sensitive little thing. If this whole situation got it stressed out, it's not really ideal. Proxy, can you take me to see it? I should go straighten out this misunderstanding and give that little one a check out while I'm at it. Sure, let's go. You bring Grace over to the newsstand. The two quickly clear up the misunderstanding and seem to hit it off right away. Amazing, such vivid outlines, such clean strokes, and such exquisite coloring. Little one, the proxy told me you go by the Bane of Evil. You've got a logic chorus every bit as sharp and stylish as your name suggests, and you're even talented in the arts. Here we go again. Bane of Evil really is something else. That's right, I'm a super smart, exceptionally wise bangoo, totally different from those run-of-the-mill companions who just clock in and out like drones. You're a human with great taste as well. Though by the rules of first come, first serve, you have to rank behind my assistant's master and settle for being my second favorite person. But I've decided to grant you the honorary title of Bane of Evil's Confidant as a compensation. The two of them launch into a lively conversation. Taking the opportunity, Grace pulls out the device she carries with her and scans the internal structure of the Bane of Evil. I see now. There's a slight deviation near your core module. Something that sets you apart from other little ones. No wonder it's so full of energy. You've got that right. I'm one of a kind, totally unique bangoo. Still, with only a preliminary scan, I can't quite figure out how your internal systems operate. How fascinating. Structural flaw, yet it's created an entirely different behavioral pattern and operational logic. What behavioral pattern and operational logic? I don't really understand. I see now. It's because of the structural differences cause the frequencies to vary. Hold on, I'll be right back. Once I bring my equipment, I can dismantle the outer shell, run diagnostics with my professional instruments at every abnormal frequency and figure out what's going on. Dismantle? Not happening. Assistant, an assistant's master. Please save me. He's still just a kid, it's not ready yet. No need to be afraid, I'm very professional. I promise every one of your screws will come through completely unharmed. If you really don't want to, here's my contact information. I'll leave it with you for now. If you ever change your mind, just give me a call. Case info, the dismantling maniac has appeared at the Brunt Street construction site. With just a screwdriver, even the toughest mechanical creations end up in pieces scattered all over the place. Head to the Brunt Street construction site and see what's going on. Truth uncovered, during a recent construction site inspection, Grace discovered a really charismatic pile driver. As for what came next, unscrewing bolts, examining the structure, and reassembling it. Totally normal, right? Wait, look, what's that? Oh, Sokaku. An executive officer. Executive officer? Incorrect. Good thing the mighty Bane of Evil is here to reveal the truth. This thing's a vicious, greedy, cruel, and downright wicked, man-eating monster. Sounds scary. Of course, legend has it these creatures leave 18 floors underground, munch on fireballs, guzzle lava, and have a nasty temple to boot. Balls, but they're section 6. Once they reach the surface, they go on a hunting spree, chasing all kinds of prey and then devour it in a single bite. It's like on a wanted poster. Exactly, sharp eyes you got there, master of my assistant. Now I shall entrust you with the duty of dealing with these monsters. Sure thing, you forget it, let's go. Following the clue from Bane of Evil and you arrive at Port Elpis. With ears in tow, you looked around and finally spotted some vaguely familiar figures near the food stalls. Go talk to them. Hey, Harumasa's there. I missed the metro this morning, skipped lunch at noon, but then got chewed out by the boss this afternoon. I finally clocked out and all I want to do is some fresh out of the fryer fries, peel my winter soul with that deep fried carb therapy. Then the moment I let my guard down, I got surrounded by these thugs. Now I can't even get my fries. Ask this guy about the monster. What monster? I just pushed up extra shifts, got dark circles under my eyes, and look a bit run down. But you can't just call me a monster, Christ. Comfort the man, express his sincere apologies. So, through some genuine consoling and another box of fresh out of the fryer fries, the gentleman stopped crying. Dang. Ooh, let me guess what you're here to ask me. A horned hat, a talking handbag, some other kind of toy? I've got to keep working hard if I'm going to hit the boss's sales target. After some enthusiastic sales pitches, you pick a bunch of toys for use. Oh, hey Proxy. Section 6 off today, but suppose Sokaku and Horomasa have the day off. Pretty much. We just finished a job and now we're on break. Sokaku was starving and kept going on about getting a burger. She made it sound amazing. I figured I'd swing by too. Yeah, the burgers here are amazing. They have so many flavors you can't get anywhere else. Like, the crispy squid cod burger. The coating is nice and crunchy, but the inside is really soft and tender, and the meal spills right out. Wanna try one, Proxy? We've got a spare. At Sokaku's enthusiastic insistence, you try a sizzling, crispy cod burger. It really is delicious. And, can I ask you for a small favor? Of course, what's up? That's so nice. Could you find a server and help me order one burger of my flavor? I've already ordered twice. The first time, the staff even double-checked a few times if I really meant to eat that much. They even offered to contact a hospital for me. So I had Harumasa help with the second order, but now the staff probably recognize him too. You're really that hungry, Sokaku? Yeah, I overslept today, so I got called in to a holo on an emergency mission before I could even eat breakfast. There was no food in the holo and I had to keep fighting like crazy. When I came out, I felt lightheaded and my stomach was already rumbling. So I rushed straight over here. I just want to stuff myself with loads of burgers and fries. One whole burger with each bite. One whole box of fries with each bite. Okay. How'd you know? I was just super hungry. Word's already gotten around 6th Street. There was even a wanted notice. Tell Sokaku about the district's wanted story of the being of evil. Something like that can actually happen? Wait, can you take me back? Can you take me to find a citizen so I can explain things to the damn Proxy? If word about this got out, it'll be way too embarrassing. And it'll probably make Naki worry too. But before we head to 6th Street, Proxy, help me order those burgers first. I already blew my allowance for today, tomorrow, the next day and the day after that on this food. I'm gonna eat every last bite before we do anything else. Once Lukaku has had her fill of food and drink, you take her to the newsstand. Hey, are you Mr. Bane of Evil? I'm Sokaku from Section 6. I've got a few things to say about that wanted notice. But what? An executive officer? I don't trust the word you say. You're totally lying to me. This is a monster's trick, just like in the legends. Oh no, I really am an executive officer for Section 6. This is my work ID, this is my access card, and this is my... Bane of Evil carefully examined the credentials. Somehow even through his metal shell, traces of fear could be seen. How scared are you? Oh, so that's what's going on. I understand then. It's all a misunderstanding. No need to worry about it. Sorry for interrupting your duties. Baku hums a tune as she walks off while the bamboo tree keeps trembling violently, only managing to muster the courage to speak again after a while. No wonder she's an executive officer from Section 6. I can feel such a powerful aura. Do you think she might report me to public security for breaking bamboo regulations and have me taken in or something like that? Is there such regulations? Not before, but I've heard the executive officers of Section 6 can do anything, so arresting me would probably be a piece of cake. So Kaku's a good person, that's not gonna happen. After reassuring Bane of Evil for a while, the bamboo finally comes down. It seems like today's events were just a bit too much for the poor thing. Case in full, a man-eating monster has appeared at Port Elpis. Rumor has that this thing is vicious, greedy, cruel, ruthless, and has a terrible temper. It hunts down all kinds of prey and swallows them whole. Head to Port Elpis and find out what's really going on. Truth uncovered, Sukaku didn't have breakfast, got dragged out for an emergency assembly, then had to work her tail off in the hollow the whole day. So scarfing down a few dozen burgers one after another is totally normal. Now we gotta keep it down, oh it's Vivian. But what happened? I'll let you in on this, but you absolutely can't tell anyone. Did you see today's wanted poster? What's depicted there as a creature straight out of the legend. Last time I saw one of those was on 141300. Careful, don't get too close to it. They can say if you can hear it chanting, you lose consciousness and collapse. Even your logic core will stop responding, and your charging port might get burned out. Even bamboo like us aren't immune, let alone humans like you. Lucky for you, Bane of Evil, the top detective stood right here. Assistance, before you set out to capture the witch, I will grant you a secret blessing. And give you my very own special item. Bane of Evil hands over a special item. Looks like a pair of earplugs. Perfect, my assistant, you're all geared up now. Next up it's time to fulfill your glorious duty. Go forth, Avatar of Justice. Let's roll. Following the clue from Bane of Evil, you arrive at Ballet Twins Plaza. With heels in tow, you look around and finally spot some vaguely familiar figures in the plaza. Go talk to them. Oh, there's like no other people to talk to. Oh, there we go. Bamboo pretending to be broken. Did you hear the Bamboo Workers Mutual Aid Society is being set up right now? Never heard of it. Doesn't matter, same old story, empty promises. This time's different. The bamboo from the union is highly skilled at the job and really good at making dennies and dealing with humans. He even came up with a super efficient way to get things done. What's this now? I'm not buying it. Like when I'm on the clock and I switch into work mode, I act like I can't hear anything outside no matter how loudly the humans call out. And also, when a crisis hits, immediately dump everything on the colleague and say, this mess is yours to clean up. And most importantly, before starting work, don't charge up in advance so I can pass out anytime, anywhere. That kinda makes sense. Oh. La la la. Great, beautiful, amazing Hollow Spectre. Please take my homework away or offer a week's allowance as tribute. Is work that scary? Of course, a boring grown-up like you wouldn't get it. Homework's way scarier than goals. It hasn't worked yet, but I'm convinced that if I stick with it, I'll see progress. At least that's what the book says. Lilac, I don't remember that name. Miss Vivian, me and Lilac already know each other pretty well. We've heard 8 different versions of Phaeton's epic performance at the Hollow Champion competition. We know every last detail by heart already, so you really don't need to go over it again. But I did make some tweaks to the wording, and those changes are really important. I won't publish this on internet until I confirm there are no issues with these changes. Anything related to Lord Phaeton, even a single punctuation error, I absolutely will not allow it. Vivian launches into her next round of recitation. It sounds like your exploits from the Hollow Champion competition, but she's dressing it up quite a bit. In that split-second crisis, it was Lord Phaeton who stepped up. Wicked black wolves, creepy hollow raiders, they're all nothing before the mighty Phaeton. All it takes is one kick to send their heads flying, rolling all over the hollow. As Vivian keeps talking, Robin and Lilac both seem to drift off like their minds are wandering. Phew. Neither of them are listening. Wow, Lord Phaeton, when did you get here? And Robin told you to stop reading. Ah, that means you were there from the start? This is so embarrassing. What are you doing at the Valley Twins? Do you need help? A little, yeah, it's related to you. We yell Vivian about Bane of Evil. In the process, Robin and Lilac slowly return to their senses. Vivian told us about her Phaeton story 3 or 4 days ago. That lines up. Miss Lilac, please refrain from bringing up such matters. Miss Vivian's heart rate is accelerating, and her body temperature continues to rise. If this keeps up, I'll have to call the hospital and have them come treat Miss Vivian. Robin, be quiet. I'll head to 6th Street right now and explain things to that Bangu. Bring Vivian over to the newsstand and fill Bane of Evil in on the situation. Anyway, that's the whole deal. Got it. Please forgive me. After all, these kind of misunderstandings are inevitable in the detective's line of work. Then you better drop that wanted poster of mine ASAP. Seeing this scene pop up on the canvas is a bit too wild. Case info: a mysterious witch has appeared near Valley Twins. Rumor has it that anyone who hears her chant loses consciousness, collapses on the spot, and gets trapped in the sweet dreams she weaves. Head to the Valley Twins and find out what's really going on. Truth uncovered: Vivian's tales of Lord Phaeton's exploits is now on its 8th revision, and Lilac and Robin have been trapped in an unwilling repeat audience. They have all sympathy. So today's last one, isn't it? Now the place is completely empty with only the bleak western wind blowing through. After waiting in place for a moment, suddenly with a harsh grind of gears, Bane of Evil comes bouncing over. Huff, huff, this is terrifying. What's wrong? Only the bravest and most quick-witted Bangu could have dealt with what just happened. My assistant and my assistant's master, are you ready to face the truth? Even if it means confronting ruthless killers and lurking demons head on? What happened? Let me tell you, today I ran into the most dangerous criminal in all of 6th Street history. She appears out of nowhere, vanishes without a trace, has sneaky, tall, insane strength, and last, those eyes that see straight through walls. Just one look from her and even the most skilled security will really show out. Its wiring fried and screws raining to the ground. Luckily, the one it ran into was Bane of Evil. When faced with such a demon, I was able to use my nimble body to dash through the streets and alleys and make it here to ask for your help. Got it, you bailed, so you ran away? What do you mean, bailed? Bane of Evil simply does not bail. It was a tactical retreat to relay critical intel to my companions so we could formulate a thorough capture plan. Hang on, let me slap today's wanted poster up there. Moments later, Alan? Counting on you, assistant and assistant's master. I really can't tell what it is. Your drawing skills need some work. What? A technique with this much soul and you dare question it? Whatever, a brave warrior like me won't be scared off by some criminal's threats. Even facing just a dangerous rogue, I'll see justice through to the end. Let's go, assistant's master. I'll lead you straight to where I spotted the crook. Let's get going. Alright, lead the way. No, you should be the one scouting ahead while I provide tactical guidance from the rear. That's the proper division of labor between detective and assistant. Go find the prowling rogue. Gee, okay, I was wrong. Long time no see, little manager, and this is Mr. Bane of Evil. I rushed off so fast earlier I didn't even get the chance to say hello. Hey, we're all friends here. Bane of Evil didn't do it on purpose. What, assistant's master? No, wait, you two actually know each other? I get it, this has to be the criminal's partner, plotting to earn the detective's trust before turning on them when they least expect it. That sneaky scheme almost worked, but you should know, a bank bull like me, Bane of Evil, will never betray justice. Wait, what are you doing? Jane picks up Bane of Evil and examines its inner workings in detail. When she's finished, the bank bull collapses weakly onto the floor. Who would have thought such a tiny internal structural deviation would lead to such a huge boost in observational ability? Same thing as Grace. Interesting. His observation skills are pretty sharp, even draws wanted posters. I noticed that too. This morning I took care of an urgent mission and cleared out some, well, let's just say some unnecessary personnel who shouldn't have been hanging around. Before I began, I confirmed every precaution was in place, but still, that Bangu was hiding by the roadside, sneaking glances at me for quite a while. So by the time I finished up and went looking for it, the little guy had already gone. It even covered his tracks. Such a curious little thing. Sure enough, it didn't take long before it came back to find me on its own. I see. You were fishing at the Bangu to bait. Despicable, shameless. Oh, being accused like that stings a little, you know. And here I was just thinking you have a keen eye and know how to stay quiet. Quite the little scout. If the opportunity comes up, maybe you could partner up with me on some basic assignments. I would basically make you an unofficial member of public security. What? Partner? Work with public security? Jane's a special consultant for public security. Opportunities like this don't come twice. Don't waste it. If you're not interested, then I guess that's that. What a shame. But no, I want to. A bank who as sharp and capable as me really ought to be rewarded and brought into the organization. Join as a proper employee, climb the ranks, secure a full position, and in the end become a Bangu Securities Special Consultant Bangu. You're really thinking ahead. Some solid career planning right there. And with that, the freshly appointed Public Security Specially Appointed Bank Debut follows Shane's lead, happily heading off. At the end of the day, it's a happy ending for everyone. Case info, the Venom Evil has encountered the most dangerous criminal ever. According to its description, the prowling rogue has a powerful tail and a gaze that can pierce walls. One look from her and you collapse on the ground, never to regain consciousness. Follow the Bane of Evil to see what happened. Truth uncovered, you figured that the Bane of Evil saw was actually Jean. Jean believes that the Bane of Evil is indeed a bank with sharp observational skills and an knack for stealth. Perhaps it could work as a partner on some simple missions. It looks like the Bane of Evil is thrilled about this assignment. Okay, very short event. Okay. As much as I do want to start these, I am dying because my sleep schedule has started to shift very heavily. So I'll just do some foods. Then I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh, only one. That's so kaku. I have Orpheum Magnus. Nope. Alright, am I getting silly or am I getting some random person? Yay!
But my secret identity is a Starlight Knight!
I got silly. I'm happy I got the silly. Very, very happy. Alright, 2 more events. I'll try and rush through and complete them tomorrow.
I'm on the bike!
Yeah.
Hey,
I shall. Achieving greatness is just like cooking a small dish. Once upon a time, I just wanted to be a cook.
Oh. Yeah, no, I can't lose. I'm dying. Oh, not time to do anything anymore. Shame. Alright, well, thanks for watching everyone. That was a nice quick fast event. I'll try and do one of the events tomorrow afternoon and the next one tomorrow night. So, see you all next time. Bye.